guitar left. Well, hello world, welcome to Raccoon Point Studios. I'm Sean Bombs, and today we are listening to the Strymon on the Punch setting, which is the Marshall setting, and the Stomp with a variety of different cabinets. Keeps closing. I wish the app had some way to stay open as long as it's connected to power. I have other apps that allow for that. Hopefully they can fix that, because it's quite annoying. I did this whole intro jam trying to do a stoner rock / classic rock mixture thingy, and just seeing what happens with these tones. I'm gonna go over real quick the different sounds in solo, and then I'll just play a few things. All right, so if you're into that, stick around, hit the like, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because we're all about experimenting with different stuff, doing things in Pro Tools, Logic, Luna, and hardware, plugins, all sorts of stuff, guitar pedals. We just like to get down here. All right, so what we have here is the first guitar, which I started with, and that is this left guitar, and I'm gonna leave them just where they're at. So, or I guess I could center them real quick. Let me see. Boom. So that's the drive that's in the actual Strymon, and I think it sounds really good. It's not like harsh in any way. Let's go to the next one. Now this one is the JHS tubescreamer. I didn't touch the drive on the Strymon, but I did change the cabinet to a white Marshall cabinet. So let's see what that sounds like. That sounds pretty cool. So I'm gonna go back and forth between those two. Not that it's an apples to apples, but just to give you an idea of what the overdrive from the amp, from the Strymon Iridium, and then having that JHS thing. So you can hear the difference between a tube screamer into a Marshall and not. And now I'm going to pan those left and right again, and we'll listen to those guitars together, because I was trying to create a little bit of a difference in the sides so it would sound a little bit wider when I mix it. very usable, very usable. I like that. Sounds good together. For somebody that doesn't play Marshall a lot, I can't be like, oh, you know, like I'm not tuned to it like I am my Fender, but it sounds great, dude. Sounds great. So now we're going to go over here to this riff. That's the JHS cranked, and that is supposed to go with the upper guitar here. So I'm gonna play those together. I mean, it sounds like a tube screamer into a Marshall to me. So let's now listen to the FuzzFace. Now this one's gonna be noisy. The FuzzFace going into this is super noisy, and I can't really use a noise gate in front of. I could, but it kind of will mess up the tone. So I wanted to try to not mess up the tone as much as possible. So let's check this out. Kind of flat sounding, but I'm gonna see how these things take EQ later. But here's the fuzz lead that I did, and I think I had the punch up. I had it on the punch cabinet, I'm sorry, from the Universal Audio Stomp aux, and I had the drive up a little bit on the on the Strymon. So that's that. So since this whole track was like overdrive or a little bit of crunch, I'm gonna do some clean stuff right now. We are still on the Punch, and I'm on the Punch Marshall cabinet. All right, so this is the drive all the way down. So I have the mid-range and the treble up. I'm gonna take them back now. So now everything's at noon. And now I'm going to play this with a single coil on my Jag. I took the high cut off. Low cut off. Back to humbuckers. So you can see it can be super clean, so if you wanted to. And, you know, oh, I'm out of tune. I'm going to keep it on the punch so we have just a reference point, and this time I'm going to start to mess with the drive here. So we're going to go up a quarter. And just a little bit more. Back to single coil. Let's see if we can get that. It's hard to believe that this isn't a real amp. It's hard to believe that it's digital. Sorry, guys. Why am I hearing? What am I hearing? Is that my pickups? Sounds like... Still sounds like there's some kind of room in there. Yeah, I think that's the pickups. Guess because I'm not used to single coil. Ah, is that it? Is that what it sounds like when you play? I'm not a single coil guy. Pretty punchy, right? Let's turn the drive up. I'm going to keep it on the single coils. And when you play light, it reacts like if you play light with an amp kind of cranked. Not cranked, but you know what I'm saying. With an amp that has some drive to it, not distortion, drive. All right, we're cranking it. This is as high as it goes. back to humbuckers. Let's make the low end disappear. All right, so now it's a scooped mid thing. So lows are up, highs are up, mid is all the way down. There you have it. Some more clean sounds, a bunch of heavier sounds. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds like a Marshall or close enough to a Marshall. I do plan on getting the Universal Audio Lion in here and trying that out against this little setup here. And I want to see how it takes pedals as well and all that fun stuff. So if you're into that, subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. Anything else you want me to try out with these, let me know down below and I'll see if I can accommodate. And that's it, man. See you later. Bye.